You might have been in a relationship before, or you were in the getting to know each other phase. There was a breakup, whether it was a relationship or during the getting to know each other phase, very abruptly, no matter how. And now the question is, if contact is re-established, or if you get back together in a relationship, will there be trust between the two of you again? Will you be able to trust him again? Will there be a change with your loved one, your darling, your desired partner, so that you can trust him? Is it going back to trust? And here we pose the question, let's tap into the energy form now and collectively see what is being shown. You know, my dears, collective readings may not apply to everyone, and the person cards are gender neutral. And now we will take a look and pose the question collectively, whether. After the reconciliation, it will return to a basis of trust, whether you can trust him or her, and whether there will be a change from his or her side. A very, very warm love hello, a very heartfelt, loving hug. And I thank you for your being. Thank you for your warmth, your wonderful, lovely comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And the question was also in the collective. It was in the comments. And you know, I always definitely take the questions that are in the comments. And you can always add new questions at any time. So let's take a look now. And first of all, I'm sending you lots and lots of happy, wonderful feelings and events. And to everyone who isn't doing so well, as I've also read, I wish you all the best and comfort. So let's take a look now. I will ask the question, okay. All right. Then let's start in Two of Wands. Yes, nah, there's a bit of an escape for him right now, like being between two chairs. We are at a point of change. The question was whether there will be a change. Maybe he couldn't decide the whole time or was always indifferent, perhaps, and kept running away, maybe reacted hastily, which could also be related to the separation or the break in contact. But there's also a certain fear visible here, this disorganized, scattered behavior. So we're also in this area. So it's somehow between two chairs. So let's take a look. It will be interesting to see what is shown here now. Clarity, as I said, is always guaranteed here. And there will definitely be some progress. So there's something here related to indecisiveness, yes. But there is definitely movement. We are not in complete stagnation here, rather, we are making small steps forward. Here we have an incident of chairs, as I said, such indecisiveness. But let's take a look. It's like a tightrope act somehow, as the image also shows. So this there, no, this there, something is wavering, something no longer fits. So for the change, I find it really good what is being shown. So let's take a look. Now we have the coins. We have 8 of coins, 8 of coins. Something is slowly building up here. So again, this indecisiveness fits. Something is building up. This wavering, this back and forth a little bit. So now something is building up here. So we are already at a good movement, but we still don't know which movement and which direction is certainly building something up. But we are getting to the bottom of it. A look behind the scenes. So here are problems that your loved one has. And the problem or problems are currently being solved step by step. So we have movement here. And there is also where perhaps all the time there was a bit of this lack of ambition. So maybe it's still a bit stuck there, this superficiality, yes. But we have movement out of the superficiality. So something is happening, something is crumbling. And above all, we are also in the area of relationships, because that is a topic for your loved one. Relationships, this stability, and the stability in a relationship. This long-lasting, this stable. And there is the beginning. So something is happening significantly here. Now we have the 5 of coins. Yes, now we have another uncertainty here. But this is also about fear of loss, very, very, very clearly. We have the fear here. We have the worries here. Yes, this is also about rejection. And there is this feeling of being excluded. He has something here, this feeling of being pushed away, that he might be or feel excluded, that he might have to present himself repeatedly. That is the issue. But there are problems. Here, something is being resolved. And we already have a change here. So we definitely have movements included. I find that absolutely fantastic. Then let's see what else we can uncover in here. So, yes, the good gentleman or lady has always had a tendency to avoid things a bit, as we have seen here again, always not wanting to look at such topics, not letting themselves be pressured. But so far, it looks fantastic to me again, what is being shown here. And let's see what else we get here. Wow, okay, great. So I say, it looks good, and now at the end, absolutely perfect. So, with your loved one, it shows we are in the area in your direction. It's about you here. Regarding the change, we have that here as well. A significant change. With your loved one, there is really something here that is still struggling, where it still jams in the works. There is truly his or her own insecurity. We also have the fear of loss here. The fear is very, very, very big. Fear of making wrong decisions, like being pushed away, being abandoned. This is a major issue with your loved one. And it was also like this. If you were in a relationship or had contact with each other, and he perhaps always presented himself outwardly, or wrote with one or the other, you couldn't really rely on him or her, that there was always a retreat, maybe something was agreed upon. Then like a little child, offended, sulking, he is gone, and always retreated, not giving you that stability repeatedly. And impulsive reactions. I have here quick activity, quick reactions, this nervous, restless, bang, things like that. Maybe, as I said, also wrote with someone else, contact, has been involved in this area. This is the big issue with your loved one, that he has this need to be seen. He needs recognition to be seen, and that he always took the lead. But taking the lead doesn't mean that he is completely in his self, according to this reading, in his self-confidence, because he's like, I'm it, I'm the hero. No, not at all. I have your loved one here completely as an entertainer. Outside, yes, well, that's where everything is shown. Basically, I see him running away because he is insecure. Insecure, restless, this not wanting to be hurt. Absolutely not. He'd rather make a quick escape and be gone before getting hurt here. The separation could also have been a reason. Running away, no matter what, why he broke up, really, really, really doesn't matter. I always saw your loved one in this, always being seen in this movement, right? Keeping everything superficial outside, not letting anyone get too close. and always putting on a facade. That's what he always needed to get that validation. That's how he got his validation. I also had many reactions, because he ran away, because I didn't know perhaps how he should argue, how he should handle everything. He might have always shown you he's here. Wow, I can do everything, and so on. I've got it all under control. No, he doesn't at all. Right? Because I see him lying here quite small, insecure. And sometimes I also have things where, yes, things are shown here by your loved one. And from a small problem, which is like a little pebble, your loved one made it into something huge and completely, this is so much. And back and forth. I'm totally stressed. And this is not working at all. So he made a mountain out of a molehill and keeps going away, or has gone away, I want to say here. Avoided discussions as well. Blah, blah, said that, and poof, he was gone. There you go. And there is the trust, the breach of trust I have here very clearly. It's always like a breach of trust, this running away. But I also have him in his learning costume simply. He doesn't think centrally or hasn't thought centrally. That was just a short circuit reaction I have here. So there is a whole array of fuses, like a fuse box, a huge thing. And there it went, bang, 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 one fuse after another quickly blew out here. So then it was reinserted, the fuse, and bang, as soon as something came, short circuit. Yes, but what I find beautiful here now is that I have the change, the bigger change on the heart level. I have the not just big change completely, that everything turns around, the transformation, it moves towards healing. So we are also in the area where there is reconciliation. He or she wants reconciliation. Here there is a complete change, and the central focus is the domestic area, because we have the domestic area, his inner self, right? It can be an apartment, yes, but here we are now with the person. In his or her inner self, I have the complete change. The change that there is a solution here, especially because the little door is opened here, which touches the heart, namely love. And we can clearly see here the change, the new beginning, the transition into healing, the happy change, also in your direction. We are here in the energy with you. His determination, the loyalty, and above all, following his or her heart, new beginning, following the heart, not running away again, or completely closing off the heart, retreating. No, we have a complete heart opening here, as shown. And the heart opening, we have the movement and the problems. We don't just have a little problem here. No, we have one or the other. So there are a few, things he's working on himself. But I see him here completely in transformation. I see the change here step by step. Sometimes a bit slower, and then it goes a bit faster again. And completely where there's this huge boulder problem. There, or where he always saw this negativity, the pessimism, so this negativity. I see complete movement, determination that this is being replaced, that it is left behind, and there is complete determination towards change, the greater change, towards love, loyalty, connection, the unification, especially concerning a relationship. He always ran away from this stability, this long-term aspect. Because again and again, here and there and everywhere, I always have this restlessness present, and he is breaking away from it here. we have a process, we have a slow process, because after this collective reading, I must unfortunately add, we have slow movements with the presence of your beloved person, but you know yourself, with your energy, with your self-concept, you always have the speed in your own hands, right? Because everything is connected. And as I said, change, new beginnings, transformation, and all that is negative, these fears that keep coming up, this fear of loss. That's why he has always separated it here, kept it on the surface. That too will be replaced. And the big things you have always seen, wrong perspectives, wrong thinking, wrong actions, they are now becoming very small and dissolving. I have the complete detachment from the old here with me. Your beloved is involved. There is already something. You might not see it outside. Maybe you feel something. But it's like someone says, the look behind the scenes. That's what's happening inside him or her. Didn't one want this heartache? Yes, he also hurt you. Yes. And there are also the thoughts, because now we have this pain, this fear of loss, of perhaps having lost you forever. But he wants to go into healing with you. He himself is going through healing. We have a major change here, as I said, the healing. And we have it completely turns around. It goes into healing, the tide turns, and above all, this determination, this goal setting for change is shown, and a lot is going on in his mind. Not that he is working on it constantly 24/7, no, but he becomes aware of many things, because I also have the sadness, the worries here, this feeling of being alone. Because despite being out and about a lot, showing a lot of activity here and there, he still feels alone. He misses the warmth, and that's what he always wanted to run away from, because he thought if he let himself go here, and he could do that with you, he knows it. And there was always this letting go, like, oh God, I am completely vulnerable here now. But he doesn't want that. As I said, he is dealing with it. And I see a complete change within him, which I find wonderful here. Absolutely fantastic. Because a new beginning is being shown there. The new beginning, or the start, into love, affection, loyalty, and trust I see completely here. Love, loyalty, instability. Now let's see what else we can add here. Please take a look at this. How fantastic is that? So absolutely wonderful. We have the Six of Wands. And with the Six of Wands, a card I really, really like, the union is shown here, and also the recognition towards you. And as for the relationship between the two of you, it is definitely blossoming again, or starting to blossom. And the difficult time will definitely be overcome. So I would say he's definitely already halfway there. And of course, he also experiences small setbacks, but they are only minor. But this is also about exclusion. Naturally, he or she is also afraid of being excluded by you, because exclusion, not being seen, is a very big issue. But it is also an issue from his or her past. But he is tackling it, because I really see the transformation, the change. And you can truly expect pleasant news here. Pleasant news is coming, and he has the goal there, the success. That is his or her goal. So I find it absolutely wonderful when we see this at the end, what is still being shown here. It fits together perfectly. So, and now we have beautifully the Lovers. And as you can see, everything, right? Whether it's about competitors here, or whether it's woman, man, or something friendly, familial, whatever has always stood in the way between you, or tried to pull him away, right? He turns his back on that, as I have already mentioned here. Because here we have love, And you can see for yourself, he looks at you, the touch is directed towards you, the gaze of your eyes. And that's where the connection happens. And that will be left behind. So there, no more attention is given to it, where he is always outside. If we take the outside, as I said, other people being seen, he or she turns their back on, all of that. And here we have his decision, the heart's decision, wholeheartedly in your direction. We have here love, loyalty, which we have also been shown. We have it here again. The relationship is at the beginning, a new beginning. And here it also shows standing by each other, because you both have an irresistible attraction, and that for quite some time, the irresistible attraction. He has only repeatedly tried perhaps to resist. A heartfelt decision is being made, the heart's decision in your direction towards loyalty. And he is freeing himself from all these entanglements and what has always held him back, especially, which I find beautiful, from his or her selfishness. He or she is now freeing themselves from that. So I find that beautiful, absolutely fantastic, because here, after this collective reading, it is shown that loyalty, the change, that you both meet again on another level and truly live this honest, deep, genuine loyalty and love. And this reliance, that you can rely on him or her. There is the change. There will be some conversations, yes, but I see this growth, this stable, slow growth between the two of you. Above all, that you live your love here. My dears, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and wish you a wonderfully beautiful rest of the day. Goodbye.